What is your favorite video game of all time? Age of Empires 2. Yay. Bolden. Yay. Chopper. Doodoo. Yow. Edit. Don't forget about those awesome Shelby Cobras that can win the game for you. Portal 2. GoldenEye. Those late 90s get-togethers with my bro and some mates. 4-player license to kill all maps. Glorious. Nostalgic and etched firmly in my soul. Pistols only. No mines. No ojib. Knights of the Old Republic 1-2. I am both excited and worried about the remake. Loved the original games. Command & Conquer 2, Red Alert. Edit, as pointed out by you, your mum goes to college. I meant CNC. Red Alert 2. This is lame but Rock Band Guitar Hero. Put way too much time into that growing up. Edit, holy cow, I didn't expect so much love on this comment. It's seriously been awesome to get to share in some nostalgia with everyone here. Sorry I can't reply to them all. But I love all the stories people have of playing the games with friends. And I'm glad to see many enjoyed it just as much as I did. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Honestly, I love them all from THPS 1 to Thor. Some are better than others. Some I have more nostalgic attachment for than others. But they're all just a great time. I recently 100% each one of those games back to back for the first time. Had an absolute blast doing it. Edit, I just wanted to say you all have no idea how happy I am getting to talk about my favorite game series all day to internet strangers. Glad we share the love for it. Roller Coaster Tycoon. 1998 to 1999 were such special years for PC gaming. Super Mario 64. Spyro the Dragon. I have some great memories playing the Great Wall of China level in Year of the Dragon. Edit, the Orient Express level was on Crash Bandicoot. I just Mandela affected myself and 1K other people. Original Star Wars Battlefront 2. Galactic Conquest was an amazing feature. Also the 501st campaign was so good. BioShock. The first one. Welcome to the circus of the Luau. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind was my first RPG and still to this day I find myself playing with only graphic mods and open. Edit, for anyone curious about the game. It's $15 normally on Steam but goes on sale for as little as $5 and it's definitely worth the pickup. Any PC built after 2006 can run it and downloading Open was free and easy to use. Helps the stability of the game and I believe has a few bug fixes with it. Edit 2. It's also on GOG and Game Pass for Xbox and PC. Not sure if it's able to be modded through Game Pass though. Fallout NV. Super Mario Bros. 3. GTA San Andreas. Red Dead Redemption. It hits close to home for me. I used to watch westerns all the time with my grandma. She passed away a week after Easter that year. When I played it, was like we were watching a western again. The story of John Marston is something I always love going back to. Online was great playing with my best friend. We always had our go-to characters to cause chaos across online. Warring with posses at the fort in Mexico was fun too. Red Dead Redemption 2 is awesome. But I'm a sucker for the original. Hoping for a remaster. Jak and Daxter. As a kid, it was fun to romp around the maps and mindlessly bash things. It scratches that nice completionist itch in me. The scenery is really pretty. The music is all bops. And I will constantly replay it. Plus it was the first game I 100% completed. Jak to some level with the Crimson Guard will always haunt me. Minecraft. I play lots of different games now. But Minecraft has made a huge impact to my life. I feel like my source of entertainment, humor and gaming style were all cultivated during my adolescent years playing Minecraft. It holds a special place in my heart. Baldur's Gate 2. The child of Baal has awoken. Chrono Trigger. Nothing compares. CT has 12 different endings, 13 if you're on the DS port. Each one shows a different story if the game is finished at different points. If you didn't complete certain events. If you didn't meet certain people. The ending changes accordingly. This was in 1995. CT coined the term New Game Plus. Absolutely holds up to this day and remains one of the best games ever committed to Silicon. Halo 3. Halo 3 just holds such a special place in my heart. First game I ever properly played with my dad. And still my favorite game to date. Halo 2. No other game has come close to the jaw-dropping brilliance of that game when it was released. Especially with online mode starting then too. I was truly blinded by its majesty. Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door. Zelda, A Link to the Past. Stardew Valley. MGS3 Snake Eater. I'll never forget that boss fight against the ladder. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2's final mission will always be one of my favorite gaming moments. Banjo-Kazooie. My uncle bought an N64 so we could have something to bond over at his house. He used to just watch me play that game. It was a great time. Miss you, love you. Uncle Tommy. Edit. You guys, I'm so happy right now. Reading through all your Banjo memories has been so touching. It's such an awesome game. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I thought maybe 2 or 3 people out there would be excited about Banjo. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Thanks to everyone who pointed me in the emulator Xbox Switch direction. I can't wait to get back to it. And crack open the nostalgia chest. LEGO Star Wars, The Complete Saga. Diablo 2. Just picked up the remaster and I'm sucked right in like it's 1999 all over again. Hollow Knight. I've had this downloaded forever. Haven't tried it. I'm thinking I will today. Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands 2. But Tiny Tina's Attack on Dragon Keep DLC is one of my favorite experiences of gaming period. Literally playing out a D&D campaign. With so much creativity and character to it. And Tina's breakdown at the end. Love this DLC so much. StarCraft. Terraria. Here's to more final updates to come. Bloodborne. Probably Skyrim. I had never been immersed in that large of a world before. Even made better by my love for all things fantasy. I finished basically every quest and joined every guild in that game. So much fun. Close seconds for me are Halo 3 and Gears of War 1. When both came out I was instantly hooked. Those were my peak Xbox 360 playing days in high school. Nothing better than playing with your friends all night after school. On the weekends. And all summer long. I'm not as big a gamer as I used to be. But I have very fond memories of all those games. Any Monkey Island game. Probably 2 or 4. Super Mario World. I love beating it 100%. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. The soundtrack to that game was one of the best I've ever experienced. And you could put the game disc on a CD player and listen to the soundtrack separately. Half-Life and it's not even close. For the middle-aged man. It's the game that blew the medium wide open. Greatest influence on gaming as far as I am concerned. The Last of Us. Could be the daddy issues talking but I really love that game. Team Fortress 2. I don't care how bad it's gotten or how busted that game is. That game has some of the funnest mechanics I've ever seen in a game. Such as rocket jumping. Assassin's Creed 2. I hate Destiny 2. It's my favorite game of all time. It's the best $200 free-to-play game I've ever played. Simpsons Hit and Run. This 100% needs either a remaster or a port. Dead Space. Final Fantasy VII. God of War. I think GAO was the pinnacle of PS4. No load times. The never cutaway camera angle. The story. The fighting system. Even little things like the head starting stop to tail whenever you got in the boat. It was just perfectly crafted. Fallout, New Vegas. My PFP definitely was not a dead giveaway or anything. Outer Wilds. Nothing else compares except for its DLC. Super Mario Galaxy. Shadow of the Colossus. Civilization 5. I've been playing Civilization for over 20 years starting with Civ 2. Still hasn't gotten old. Just as addicting as ever. The original Donkey Kong Country. Partly because it reminds me of hanging with my brothers when we were kids. Partly because the game is a perfect tough but fair platformer. But mostly because the soundtrack absolutely slaps. DKC2 was the very first video game I owned. My grandma got it for me for my 5th birthday. Along with a sick wallet that already had $5 in it. Rip grandma, love you. Tetris. Weirdly enough. Factory is simply because I have over 4.0 hours played in the game. Resident Evil 4. Wade Abuayan. Super Mario Sunshine. Sims 2. Max Payne. The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind was ahead of its time. Uncharted 2 is probably the best self-contained game experience I've had. The train fight in that game is incredible. I know people hate on the Uncharted and Last of Us games because they are on rails, but there's nothing cooler than a well-executed set piece. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And Dungeon for Favorite Town. Fable 2. One of the most unique games I've ever played, and it just reminds me of my childhood. I replay it about every year or two and I just get this huge feeling of coming home every time. RuneScape. Perfect Dark N64. This is such an excellent choice. The weapons were second to none, and they all had secondary functions. Love how it throws you against those creepy overpowered aliens at the end. I had such a blast playing with bots. With the excellent multiplayer level design. The feeling that everything was a futuristic version of GoldenEye was so awesome. I'm torn between Zelda Wind Waker and Dark Souls. But I'll have to go with WW here. Star Wars Battlefront 2, OG, or Bomberman Jetters. OG Battlefront 2 is one of those defining childhood games for me. Super Smash Bros. Ratchet and Clank. Celeste. Nothing else I've played has had such smooth yet challenging gameplay that made me truly want to be better at it. Nothing else made me care about and identify with the main character that deeply. And nothing else tied together those two sides of the experience as well as Celeste. You can do this. Halo. Baby. First game I played. Has stuck by my side since. Best game of all time. Why am I not seeing Half-Life 2? :0. Definitely HL2. Silent Hill 2. Edit. I just wanna say this is awesome, so much Silent Hill love. We need to push Konami to bring it back. We need Silent Hill. Or maybe it need us. Either way, thank you all for the love. StarCraft. I can still think back to my first hours playing that game and how it opened my eyes to gaming as a whole. I had never played an RTS before that. Or really anything that wasn't an FPS. StarCraft is what I blame for all of my wonderful, probably thousands of hours spent gaming since. The Long Dark. The Legend of Dragoon. Give me a remake or something already. Vice City. Castle Wolfenstein. Original. Batman Arkham Asylum hands down. Beyond Good and Evil. I love the world. Loved the characters. The story and the music. I enjoyed taking the pictures just as much as the rest of the game. I really missed playing it once I finished it, and I don't have an Xbox anymore to play it. But damn, it's such a great game.